Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be covering two tools, namely the slice and the slice selection tool. Now these two tools come in handy if you want to save a certain part of your illustration separately in an image format, right? So we don't really use this tool that often because we usually save the illustration as a whole. But sometimes there are cases where you just want to save a certain part separately, right? So we can do that pretty easily. So first I'll demonstrate how you can do that with simple shapes, right? So but before I begin, I would like to remind you all to make sure that the Essential Classics options has been switched on from this drop down box below. Then only you will be able to see all these tools right here on the screen. Okay, so for this video, I have chosen this A4 size document, which is already preloaded by Adobe Illustrator, right? And I've already given a name of my document, which is Slice and Slice Selection Tool. Okay, so I'll first start by making a really big rectangle like that, and I'll change the fill as well to red. Okay, nope, don't require that. And I'll make another smaller one right here in the middle like that, and instead of red I'll give it some other color to yellow. Alright, I'll also remove the fill. I'll also remove the stroke. I don't require that. Okay. So the slice tool is right here, which the shortcut key is Shift plus K. Right. So if we just click on this, and if we just select a certain portion, let's just select this inner yellow rectangle we've just made. Now you can see that like a certain box is made right outside with grids, right? So I want to also reduce the size of this box, this blue binding box, right? So we can do that by choosing the slice selection tool right here, and notice how the cursor also changes into this arrow. So we can easily just bring these up, and in case if we just want to bring it down more, we can do that. So it requires a little patience, and like that. Okay, so we'll go back to the slice tool again and just select this slice tool. Okay, so we can also do the slice tool by going to Object, Slice, and clicking on Make. But since we've already done that from the selection, we can click on the Create from Selection tool like that. So now you can see that the selection is made, right? We can scale it if you like, but let's also like change the color of the stroke so you can see, and we can further scale this bigger or smaller, however we want. And now we can save this certain selection in a JPEG format or in an Adobe Illustrator file, but it's highly recommended that we save it in a JPEG format, right? So to do that, we go to File, Export, and Export As. So by default, that certain selection that we made, it will be saved as a JPEG format like that. And the file name will remain the same, like Slice and Selection Tool, since we had already named our document that way. You can let it be the way it is or give it some other name and just click on Export. And that's it. Right, so this was one way you could actually just save a certain selection of your illustration, right? So, but in case if you just want to save your entire document as well, we can do that by going to File and clicking on Save As. So by default, our documents will be saved in an Adobe Illustrator format. I highly recommend that we save it in this format so that in case if you want to make any further changes in our original document, we can easily access our AI file and clicking on Save. So this was this. So this slice tool also comes in handy if you are playing around with a lot of icons, right? So if you, for example, if you're making a poster and you have some small icons on your page, you can easily just save that certain icon by choosing the slice tool and the slice selection tool and then resize it accordingly. And yeah, that's about it. We've come to the end of this video. I hope you found this video to be useful, and with a little practice, you will soon become familiar with the slice tool and the slice selection tool. Thank you for watching and keep practicing.